everybody. My name is Ken Clark. I'm the editor of Hardware and Building Supply Dealer magazine, and this is our one-on-one video interview. And with us today is Shanna West. She's the co-owner of
Hi.
H&H Home and Hardware in Marion, Kentucky. Shanna, say hello to our audience.
Hi, everybody. I can't wait to talk about all of this.
First, can you tell us a little bit, Shanna, about your store? I see you're in the catbird seat overlooking the sales floor. Tell us about H&H Home and Hardware.
So H&H was opened back in the year 2000. We've always been here in Marion, Kentucky, which is a beautiful little town in western Kentucky. In the beginning, H&H served mostly contractors, industrial, commercial crews, things like that. About 3 years ago, my husband and I bought in, and for the future of the business, we expanded. We turned into a full-fledged retail hardware store, and we moved across town into a much bigger location. We're about 5 times bigger than we were back then, and we are having the time of our lives every day.
One of the things we wanted to talk about today is your embrace of the local economy, local products, supporting the local community. When and where did that begin at H&H Home and Hardware?
So across town, they did really just mostly serve contractors, industrial, commercial type crews. So that was less of a focus at that time. Whenever we transitioned into the store that we are now, it became incredibly important to just really solidify our relationship with the community. We had already been in business here for a long time. We were all born and raised here. It's a small town. Everybody knows us. But you really want to follow up with that solid way of saying, you know, we're here and we want to be here for the long term, and we want to support you and you support us. So it was kind of an important thing for us then.
And talk about some of the products that you bring in that you have that are unique and that kind of reflect this embrace of local, all things local.
So the very first thing that we stocked actually was honey from one of my dad's closest friends. He has beehives. He packages honey. We started to sell that for him here at the store, and it became its own kind of little celebrity. We had people trying to make bulk orders for it. There's a lot of benefits to local honey anyway, so it was really easy to sell it. But that was the first thing. And then after that, it just kind of took off from there. We have a really large Amish community here. So we really like to support them by stocking a lot of their handmade products. We have the sweetest little Amish lady that we stock her peanut brittle. She makes all kinds of baked goods, but her peanut brittle is fantastic, and we sell a lot of that here. But through the years here, we have done everything from artworks to crafted soaps and things like that.
And can you describe what kind of advantage that gives you? I mean, these are kind of things you don't see at the Walmart or any of the other kind of national retailers in town. I don't know how close you are to a big box, but can you just talk about the advantages those have, not only in sales, but in community centricity?
Yeah. So we market really heavily in relationship building, and a lot of that really helps build relationships because, first of all, people really like to find unique things. They like to be the one that found the cool thing. So if we can stock the cool thing that they can find, I would love to do that. I want them to find that treasure here. And here in our community, we have a lot of talented artisans, so we can stock those really cool things.
Do you find yourself going out and recruiting these types of products and these types of suppliers, or do they come to you?
Sometimes it's a little bit of both. We're really active on social media, so we do just happen across things sometimes. And sometimes, rather than stocking it long term, sometimes we just keep it for a little while. Sometimes we have those artisans come in and set up in the store and sell. So we try to keep it mixed up like that.
You mentioned social media, and I encourage our audience to check out H&H Home and Hardware online on Facebook. You'll be entertained, at least.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably be informed. For most hardware stores, space is a premium. Can you talk about kind of the risk reward of making space, which is precious,
Yes.
especially in a hardware store,
Yes.
for new products like this?
Yes. So if you back up just a second and you think about just the ideology of shop local, it's really kind of a combination of like an inventory and mentality. So the space that you're using for those types of products, in my mind, becomes a different type of space than your regular inventory. It becomes a more important space to me. And I think whenever you present that to the community, it's going to go over however you present it. We have a lot of excitement in our store. We stay very excited about many things, and I think that excitement builds this fire.
Shanna, do you also kind of embrace made in USA products? Do they get preferential treatment anyway in the store?
Absolutely. We really do like to see that. And I think more and more consumers are looking for that on the label. I have seen, we're a very small town, and the big box competition is an inconvenient drive from here. But I have seen people consciously make a decision to buy something that says made in the USA and pay more for that because it says that without driving somewhere else.
And generally, can you just talk about what the customers think about H&H's kind of local involvement?
That's a really interesting thing. We've become kind of these characters in our community. So we get a lot of feedback as far as just like high fives walking down the aisle at the grocery store to phone calls and things like that. But I think the consensus is people really appreciate, especially in a small town here, that we really do try to incorporate a mindset of local success rather than just our success. We want to succeed here, but we want to see everybody succeed here. And if we can aid in doing that, we would love to do that. And I think people really appreciate how genuine that is.
It's more than just a business, it seems, to H&H. You really seem to love what you do and get involved in the community.
Thank you.
Shanna, tell us what we see there behind you, and explain to us where you're sitting exactly.
Yeah. So one of the things that we really like to do is we like to bring the community into our successes. So I believe that talking with you today is a major success for us. We are like small town Americans. We have 2 stoplights in our town, okay? And here I am talking to the editor of HBSDealer. That's a big deal. So we wanted to give our employees, our customers, a chance to take part in that. So anyway, I just put myself up on some scaffolding. I'm scared to death of heights. And let everybody just kind of see what's going on.
Well, Shanna, let me explain. The honor is all mine. It's all mine and the team here at HBSDealer that you could spend time today talking to us and our audience. So thanks so much. We just wanted to give our audience a chance to see that shopping local works, and you've had not only success with it, it kind of seems to motivate your entire team. Next time I'm in Marion, Kentucky, I'm definitely going to stop in and with my credit card and buy something.
Oh my gosh, please do.
Thanks so much for joining us. And to our audience, thanks for watching.